plays with a super high motor too. Like a lot of the plays he makes, I've seen are like second, third, fourth effort blocks and steals and beating people down the court on fast breaks. So he's a really, really talented player.
After you played with Giannis and you played with Kevin, he was on those comparisons. Do you see that in him?
I think he's very different from both those guys. And he's only played 3 NBA games, so I don't know. I do know he's super talented. I think he's going to be his own player. I think he's probably going to take some mixes from both of those guys being taller, like primary ball handlers. So I'm sure he'll take some stuff with those guys from their game, but I see him as a pretty different player from those two.
Frank was talking about you guys drilling the spacing after the LA game compared to last game.
Yeah.
What kind of went into that, and what do you feel improved in that regard?
Just looking at the different kind of post double looks where doubling from the top, coming from the bottom, or kind of that just flooding the one side of the court, not really a double, and different spots that we can get to, different cuts, different movements along the 3-point line to kind of help out. Most of the time it's Kev, or all the time it's Kev being doubled there. So help out Kev when he gets the ball there and he's getting doubled, and be more available, and also our movement should free up more one-on-one opportunities for him.
Is that kind of the early feeling out, building chemistry process in terms of learning where to space and cut and all those different things?
Yeah, I think so. And like during the game, like we had guys that were trying to make the right cut and move off the ball. Or like sometimes on the weak side, it'd be me and Jo cut at the same time. And when you do that, like, but we're both trying to make the right play, but it just kind of destroys your spacing out there. So just cleaning that up, knowing which guy's going to cut, and communicating a little bit more with each other and getting a feel in those scenarios of, who's going to cut, who's going to set the screen, who's going to stay out on the 3-point line, that kind of thing.
Grayson, 3 games in, what have you liked most about this team?
There's a lot of things. I think the way we're competing defensively so far has kind of stood out. I feel like the feeling from everyone internally and on the outside was that our offense was going to be the driver, but I feel like these first 3 games, our defense has really stepped up. Especially like the LA game, for example, that we lost, like you scored 3 points in a quarter. Most of the time you're losing by 20, 30 points, right? So to stay in that game, only scoring 3 points for an extended period of time is mainly because of our defense. And then some of these other games where we've had like quiet stretches in the game, our defense has kept us in us, and then we get to that offensive explosion and we take the lead. So I think defensively, if we can kind of continue to carry this over and get better, we'll be in a good spot.
Just to follow that up, Coach talked about effort on defense and this thing, but it seems to me like there's more that can be had, like maybe how to execute what he wants, and like when that happens, how much better will the defense be?
Yeah, and then Coach is a big defensive scheme coach. Like we throw a lot of different reads, coverages, matchups at the other team, and so having a new team early in the season, like there's going to be some missed coverages. Like in Utah, they get a lot of stuff at the rim just on missed coverages off the ball. So as we kind of tighten that stuff up and cut down on the mistakes, like when the effort's there and the execution of his game plans are there, then it'll be really tough.
Last week, you actually mentioned Cooper Flag is committed already. We finally did it. So.
Yeah, it's big time.
How you feel like it's going to fit well or at all with Shire's system?
He'll be great. I don't know if it's about fit with the system. Like he would be great anywhere he went, but it's a big gift for Duke, and I think it'll be a great spot for him. He's going to love being at Duke, love playing in front of the crowd there. And, Coach Shire is kind of continuing the Duke tradition there, so. For him to step in and be a part of that, be a part of the brotherhood, would be big for him. And I know all Duke fans are happy committed, so I'm happy too.
Grayson, how much fun is it when you guys are playing that level of defense? I mean, so early on as well.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, mainly because the most fun offensively is getting out on missed shots or turnovers and kind of running the break. So that defense and getting stops allows us to get to what we're best at, which is running the floor, taking advantage of 3-on-2, 4-on-3, 5-on-4 situations. And that's where we can really have fun, getting to the rim, moving the ball around, getting open shots.
Thanks, Grayson.
Thanks, Grayson.